Today was my last day at my records management job. I decided that it was time for me to move on to something else, and that something else is going to be art. I guess I should introduce myself if you don't already know who I am, which I don't know why you would, because I haven't really made a name for myself a whole lot on the internet. My name is Erica, and I am a multi-passionate artist, or a multidisciplinary artist, whichever. I answer to both. I call myself a multi-passionate artist and writer, and I also do like a lot of other creative activities, like crafting, making greeting cards, mixed media art. I like to draw, and I like to paint. I like to do digital art, like Photoshop composites, vector art. I am slowly learning how to do 3D modeling, and a little bit of video game design. I'm one of those people that has a lot of hobbies that I don't get around to all the time, but like they're kind of in a list and I cycle through them with painting and drawing and writing kind of at the top that I cycle through the most. And then I incorporate other little hobbies into that cycle as well and see how I can incorporate all of my different interests together into like a little cohesive project. Art is something I've been doing for almost my entire life, like art and creative writing and performing a little bit. I want to make a living off of doing those things, off of doing work that fills me up and brings me joy, and is something that I have pretty much complete autonomy over, where I get to choose what projects I work on, what mediums I work with, who I work with, when I work, and like how often and how much I work. Working in a traditional job was not giving me that. It's not the direction I want my life to go. So we are pivoting in a new direction, and this video is part of that. So my goal for this channel is to create an art practice that honors my need for variety in medium and subject, while also building a cohesive body of work where you look at it and you can tell that it was made by me. Even if, let's say it's like a mixed media piece with a lot of different three-dimensional elements. If you look at that, but also look at maybe like an acrylic painting or a marker drawing, like I want you to be able to look at those two pieces that are different mediums, maybe different subjects, but be able to tell that I made it. That I want you to be able to see me in each of those pieces. Part of building that cohesive body of work is documenting it, obviously. So I'm going to try to record and photograph as much as I can, you know. Documenting traditional art can be a little bit tricky, especially if you don't have the right equipment. And I currently am just running on like shoestring and chewing gum and some duct tape and some washi tape. So we're gonna do our best, and I'm gonna share this journey with you. And if you want to come along for the ride, please feel free to like and subscribe. If you are like me and you consider yourself more of an eclectic creative person where you have a lot of different hobbies, you like to work in a lot of different mediums, then I would love to have you join me and tell me all about your fun projects that you're doing, because why not? If you are someone who has eclectic taste in art, then you would probably enjoy the content that I'm making for this channel. If you like to make eclectic art, you would probably also enjoy this, because I'm going to be leaning into the variety slash multiple mediums aspect. I have a lot of project ideas to showcase on this channel, and I'm excited to do them. I'm excited to start working in like bigger collections of like similarly themed work, because I'm used to doing more one-off things. Like, oh, I want to try this, so I try it and then I never do it again, even though I want to. So I'm gonna try to lean into that a little bit more. And let's see, I suppose I should describe the mediums I like to work with. I'm working on a small series of acrylic paintings of outer space. I'm excited about it. They look really good. And I recorded the process for most of them. The first couple I didn't, because I wasn't sure how many I wanted to do and if I was going to be sharing them or trying to sell them or anything. But for the remainder of them, I have recorded the process of painting them. So acrylic painting is something I'm leaning into right now, and also alcohol marker drawing and illustrations. I've been doing some more like studies with those, learning how to blend and how to pick colors and just how the markers work together. I've done some work in charcoal for school, a little bit in graphite, but some in charcoal. That was really fun. So we'll probably do some of that also. I've made some watercolor sketches and outer space paintings, so we will look at some watercolor and some gouache. I've played around with oil pastels and soft pastels and mixed media art, like found object assemblage and collage, that type of stuff. I played around with various kinds of drawing tools, so ballpoint pen sketching, fine liners, I already mentioned alcohol markers, and I just got a glass dip pen that, because number one, glass dip pens, they look sick. They're beautiful. And two, it was really nice to use. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than the traditional like quill type nib dip pens. I'm still not super sure how to use those. I've dabbled a little bit in calligraphy with like markers, like calligraphy markers that are like chisel nibs and stuff. But I haven't done a whole lot of like hand lettering, though that does look really fun, and I'd be open to trying it if people want to see. That's basically probably the mantra of this channel. I'm open to trying it if you want to see. If you want to see me try it specifically. Obviously that comes with some caveats because, you know, money. I don't have the money to try everything and to buy all the supplies, even though I wish I did. But, you know, within reason, I'm willing to try various different art projects and craft projects and techniques and that kind of stuff. I've also done quite a bit of digital painting with heavy paint. A little bit with Krita, a little bit with Photoshop, not a whole lot. I only recently got access to Photoshop through my university, because otherwise I can't afford it. But so I've been using free and open source alternatives like GIMP and Krita and Inkscape for vector. Heavy Paint is free to use, but it does have I don't want to say premium, but you can pay for access to the rest of the brush or the rest of the brushes that are available in the program. And I think you also have to pay to sync between devices. It's been really handy to have it on my phone because number one, I don't have an iPad. That would be great. I would love to learn how to use Procreate because I see that all over Instagram, all over YouTube. Like, it looks like a really fun program to use, and I would love to learn how to use it. I just don't have an iPad. So right now, we've got my phone with Heavy Paint and doing little finger painting with it, and that is actually a lot of fun. And it's really easy to just do some quick like plein air sketching and digital painting with it. So I'll definitely want to feature more of that on this channel as well. So I know I've thrown a lot of information at you and a lot of I plan to do this and I plan to do that and blah, 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 blah. So it is certainly possible that I don't get to everything I have planned because, you know, I'm only human and I don't have time to do all of the things. As I'm sure a lot of you can relate, because it's very frustrating that you can't do all the things. So yeah. If you can relate to wanting to do all the things but not having the time, put a mushroom in the chat. Yeah, put a mushroom emoji in the chat. I want to see those mushrooms in the chat. Oh my god. In the comments. Sorry. I used to stream on Twitch. So sorry, that kind of just kind of slipped out. I might go back to streaming because now that I've quit my job and I'm doing, you know, the work that I want to do, I might have time to do more like video game content, because what I was doing on Twitch was Sims and Valheim, a little bit of Baldur's Gate. So if you're interested in seeing any of that will not be on this channel. It will be on my gaming channel. So, which is Gnome of Invention here on YouTube and on Twitch. If you're interested in that, feel free. If not, that is okay. Don't go over there and subscribe just because I said so. Like, only subscribe to the channel if that is what you're interested in seeing. That's really important. I feel like this video has been really scattered. Like, I've got like this basic structure that I'm talking about stuff with, a basic structure that I'm discussing things in, but then I keep thinking about different things I want to add. I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, this and this and this and this. You know, if you can relate, just throw all the mushrooms in the comments, because mushrooms, you know, connected to each other via mycelial networks. So, you know, and some trees also, the root systems are all interconnected. So I'm like a mushroom, I'm like a tree, you know, I'm connected to all these different things. So we discussed what mediums I like, generally what hobbies I like. So you already know that I like video games. I also like tabletop role-playing games, though my experience is also a little bit limited because I only started playing in like 2019. So just a few years ago, where I started out with Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, the 2014 rules. And I've played a little bit of other TTRPGs, like a little bit of Pathfinder 2nd edition, a little bit of Shadow Dark. So sorry. A little bit of Freeform Universal, which is like an indie rules light system. A little bit of Call of Cthulhu. That was kind of fun. Yeah, so if you're into art and you're into Dungeons and Dragons and TTRPGs, you might love this. You might like this channel. mean, I would hope. I would hope that I make stuff that you like, because that would be nice. I want to make things that people like. Oh, you may also like this this little audio drama that I wrote and produced for school. I decided to do an audio drama inspired by Dungeons and Dragons, and also Midnight Burger, the Midnight Burger fiction podcast, which is about a time-traveling, dimension-spanning diner called Midnight Burger. If Dungeons and Dragons meets Midnight Burger, that is what I came up with, and I call it the Wandering Wineskin Tavern. So if you want to give that a listen, if you're interested, please, I'll put a link in the doobly-doo down below. It's over on Soundcloud. And if that's something that you want to see more of, like, because I would love to get into making like fun, like fiction podcasts like that, or doing some voice acting, something I would love to get into, even if it's just a hobby, like a for fun thing, not necessarily to make money off of it, but just for fun, then let me know in the comments, because it, you know, I want to make things that you guys will enjoy. And, you know, if you want to see it, I may try it. Or no, what was it? I will try it if you want to see. But hopefully I haven't been too rambly in this video. Thank you for watching. If you want to see all the fun projects I have in store, please, you know, like and subscribe, all of that good stuff. And hopefully I will see you in the next video. Insert cool witty outro here. Bye. Hi. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Hello. Oh, I hate that. So my name is Erica, and I am a Hello? Welcome to this video. Why am I so cringe? That was super cringe, and we are not keeping that in the video. Insert cool witty outro here. Anyway, what was I saying? This will happen often. If this ends up on YouTube, then it'll be there. Put a mushroom emoji in the comments. Get in the comments.